When I, Clara, got promoted to senior marketing director, it felt like my whole life had changed overnight. After years of late nights, skipped vacations, and endless proving myself in a male-dominated industry, I finally had what I wanted. Success, power, independence. My husband, Ethan, had been my biggest supporter through all those years. He was calm, patient, and grounded, the kind of man who made coffee before I woke up and texted good luck before every meeting. But as my work life began to shine brighter, my home life began to dim. I started seeing him as ordinary. While I was closing deals and earning awards, he was still managing his small construction business. Steady, but nothing glamorous. I began to resent his quietness, his simplicity. It sounds awful now, but I thought I had outgrown him. The final push came one Friday night. I had just received my year-end bonus, the biggest of my career. We were celebrating at home with wine when he smiled and said, "I'm proud of you, Clara. You've made it." And instead of feeling loved, I felt irritated. Something inside me snapped. I set down my glass and said coldly, "You know, Ethan, I don't think I need you anymore." The room went silent. His smile faded, replaced by confusion. "What are you talking about?" he asked. "You've been acting distant for weeks." "I mean exactly what I said," I continued, my voice sharp. "I've been carrying us for years. You're comfortable being small, and I'm not. I've grown, and you've stayed the same." He didn't argue. He just sat there, eyes fixed on the table. After a long pause, he said quietly, "I see. If that's how you feel, I won't stop you. But before you go, there's something you should know." He stood, went into the study, and came back with a brown envelope. He placed it in front of me. "I wasn't going to tell you this until next week. I wanted it to be a surprise." Inside was a signed contract, a purchase agreement for a property. My name was listed beside his. "What is this?" I asked. "It's the land for your dream cafe," he said softly. "You've been talking about it for years. How one day you'd open a place that's yours. I sold my business to buy it. I wanted to build it for you." My throat tightened. "You sold your business?" He nodded. "I wanted to support your dream, not compete with it. But I guess I was too small for that." Tears blurred my vision. I had spent so long chasing validation that I'd crushed the only person who had ever truly believed in me. "Ethan, I didn't know." He shook his head gently. "You didn't want to know. You stopped seeing me the moment your title changed." He grabbed his coat, and for the first time since I'd met him, I saw a kind of sadness that felt final. "I'll sign whatever papers you want," he said. "But remember this, Clara. Success means nothing if it costs you your soul." Then he walked out. That night, I sat alone in our apartment, surrounded by everything I thought mattered. Trophies, designer clothes, a corner office plaque. None of it filled the silence he left behind. Weeks passed. I tried to reach out, but he never responded. Then one morning, I drove past the property he bought, the one meant for my cafe. A new sign stood there, "Coming soon, Haven Cafe." Underneath, in smaller letters, it read, "Built with love, inspired by strength." His name was listed as co-owner. He had finished it, not for me but for himself. And that was the day I realized what I had truly lost. I told my husband, "I don't need you anymore." But the truth was, I never would have become who I was without him. And by the time I understood that, he had already moved on, stronger, wiser, and free from the woman who forgot that love is worth more than any promotion.